What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Johnny coming at you. We got a VR response today, guys. So I'm excited to do a VR response for Kane underscore autograph. He has 118 subs, 63 videos right now. If you guys have not checked out this guy, Mike, has a great channel. If you like TTMs, he does a great production. He sends out lots of players, basically the same years in baseball that I send out to. I love his videos. So guys, if you haven't checked out Kane's autograph, check him out. Also check out what he's doing with his VR response. It is pretty cool. If you do videos, guys, this is a great VR to do, especially if you're a TTMer. And the cool thing about this VR response is different for everybody. So again, all this information will be down below. Before we get to this, I want to do two shout outs to some other channels, because this is what we do. This is a great community that we have. We try to help each other out. Like I said, Kane Autograph is one of them. Second one is Paul Smolowitz over there at Mets Fan. He's approaching 100 subs, guys. We got to push him over. He is a plethora of knowledge. He is a great part of this community, and I will have all these guys' informations down below. Let's push him over 100. And then Math Bowler, guys. I'm sure everybody knows Math Bowler, but I've gotten some new subscribers of late. And if you don't Math Bowler, Steven over there is approaching his 1,050 subs. So go over there. You will not be disappointed. He is good vibes all the way. All these channels are great. Check them out. Now let's get to the VR. Guys, check this out. So Kane Autograph is doing the Mount Rushmore of TTMs. So this is a huge thing, so calm down. I know that you're like, oh my gosh, where do you start? And I don't know. I know. It was crazy hard for me, and I gotta be honest with you. So this is the criteria. Most of these criteria were his, and I adopted them. This is the Mount Rushmore. At least this is my Mount Rushmore of 2025 of TTMers. And this is the criteria. You have to be alive. You have to be a great signer. You can't charge a fee. You can't have like any, only one per or three per, or keep the doubles or anything like that. You got to be a quick turnaround, and you got to have a lot of cards. So that is kind of and that narrows it down a little bit. I mean, I still can throw out so many names. Like, I got to shout out some close runners up. All these guys that if you send to, you're automatically, if you guys are TTMers, all these names, if you haven't sent to, if you already have, sweet. If you're new, these are the guys you start with. Let's see. Elroy Face is a great one. John Matlack, Manny Moto, Johnny Edwards, Zane Smith, Pete O'Brien, Johnny Ray is a great one. The Aspromonte brothers, always good. Anyways, those are just some easy contenders for Mount Rushmore. So I narrowed it down, at least for me. Like I said, this can be different for everybody. And as far as when I started collecting, this is going to be the Mount Rushmore for baseball for me, Johnny Serena. So like I said, most of these are vintage baseball up to the 90s through the 60s. And like I said, these are four guys you can be sure if you send, you will get a return. And I started with this guy, and so generous. This is a no-brainer. Mr. Charlie Huff. I pulled a few autographs that I've sent to these guys so you can get an idea. I got to give these guys shout-outs. So here's 72 rookie stars playing for the Dodgers. Charlie Huff, man. What a great TTM legend. So, guys, Charlie Huff, that's a #1 no-brainer for me. Like I said, we're going to go through some of these. 73, 75, we'll go up. He has a solid autograph. He never rushes. He's consistent with his autograph, always has good placement. And when I tell you he has so many cards, I mean, he played from the 70s. I think he has cards through the middle 90s, even printed out, throwback cards presently. Diamond Kings, look at that. Played for Texas. Oh, shoot, most of his career. known, as you guys might know, as a famous knuckleballer. I mean, recently, I've even seen videos on Facebook of him working with teams now, showing how as a pitching coach. So what a legend to the game. Look at this, even in the 90s. So Mr. Charlie Huff, #1, no-brainer on the Mount Rushmore of 2025 TTM. So guys, like I said, Charlie Huff. Legend. All right, #2 on Mount Rushmore, I would have to say for me, Danny Darwin. Got this on a 79 prospect. I was lucky enough to have all these. He shares it with Pat Putnam, Billy Sample. But Danny Darwin, like I said, for me, could be different for everybody, but he's been so consistent for me ever since I've started. I've been doing this TTM thing for about 5 years now almost. And he always signs diagonal. You can always tell the D's. And it's halfway decent. It's always nice. And just like Charlie Huff, and if you're a good pitcher, I love all of the haircuts, especially in the 70s, early 80s. But he was around for a long time. Therefore, he has a lot of cards. Lots of different cards. He's always chilling. Played for the Brew Crew as well. But I could always count on Danny Darwin from the day one I started to right now. If I send to Danny Darwin, I know within 20 days I'm going to get something back. Even in the 90s, he was thrown as an MVP. So Mr. Danny Darwin, also known, I believe, as Dr. Death. Yeah, there you go. All right, that was #2 of Mount Rushmore. Gosh, it's nerve-wracking. #3 for me, I will have to say it's Toby Harrah. This has nothing to do with baseball stats, has nothing to do with anything but my experience with TTMing, and Toby Harrah has always been an excellent signer. Doesn't have a bad autograph. He doesn't scribble. You can read it. 72, I believe that is his rookie card. 73, Topps. Big Ranger starting off. Always consistent. Like I said, that is another requirement for the Mount Rushmore. And you guys, everybody probably has their own 4. You might agree with some of these. You probably could, like I said, I could probably exchange these with 10 other people. But I had to start somewhere, you know. Like I said, I've been doing it for a couple years, up to 5, and these guys have always signed good for me. It's just not doing what it needs to do. And like you said, oh, there's a Danny Darwin. That one got lost a little bit. 83 Donruss. There's a batting and pitching leaders. 84, 86s, and 87. So that was #3, Toby Harrah. And like I said, you guys that have been doing it for a while, you might know. Some of you new guys, if you haven't sent to Toby Harrah, he has lots of cards, man. And they're cheap. All these cards are so cheap. Thank goodness, right? Last, certainly not least, Ernie Whitt. Ernie Whitt. Here's a 79. I think he has a couple of early cards. I want to say he played for Boston or something. I don't know. But prospect. He also played in Knoxville, Tennessee for the Blue Jays back in the day. That's where I live. So always kind of followed his career. He's also an Atlanta Brave. Let's see. We got, I believe, here's an 82. But he's always been consistent. He's just chilling. Seems like a laid-back guy. He never, you can send him 3 cards. You probably send him 5 cards. You probably could send him 7 cards, which is not the etiquette that I choose. But just like Charlie Huff, he always signed. You get old Crime Dog on that one. That's a pretty sweet one. But like I said, autograph, always legible, always consistent. So many cards, Mr. Ernie Whitt, 87, 88. So what do you think about my 4 TTM my criteria? Guys, check out Caned Autograph. I would look forward to any of my subscribers, any of you guys, send a video and put your 4 out. Let me know in the comments if you don't do videos, who's your 4? these might change as of next year. But as of now, Kane autographs. Thanks, Mike, for this opportunity. Good luck, and go Vols. Johnny out. See ya.